welcome to this plan with me for October the 12th, the week of, using a Mum and Me kit. I'm just showing you the various stickers here. Good assortment of boxes, washi, some deco. Unfortunately, the icons in this kit are just too big for what I like to use, so I'm pulling in some foiled and some scripts to As you can see, I've already laid down quite a bit of the base, including my work stickers. They're Papermuse Craft little circles there, and the work stickers are from Barney Moon. I've gone ahead and done this because the videos tend to be quite lengthy, and I'm trying to be mindful of that length for you. So first thing on Monday morning, I have marked that it was payday. I've used deco from the kit and a pink flag to mark that. Then underneath this, I have put one of the little labels from the kit in the blue. I've sort of kept with a little bit of colour blocking, not completely, but a little bit. And I've added a coffee cup also from Barney Moon, and a Coffee Monday, which is my own script. Then underneath that, in a half box, I have indicated that there was a birthday. This time it was at work, and it was Joanne's birthday on this occasion, with a birthday parcel or a package with the bow in the silver foil from Barney Moon, and Barney Moon's unfoiled birthday script there. Then just noticing on the trackers that I needed to do, or rather noting that I needed to do emails, I'd finished the wages, was sending that off to the accountant, and I had to book a blood test for myself. So that completes Monday. I did have a meeting in the evening, but as it was all full down the bottom, I decided not to mark that this week. So moving across onto Tuesday, I have used a stethoscope to mark a doctor's appointment, and the stethoscope is from Crafts by Thaowie. The appointment sticker is from Nati Planning, and I just had a little fiddle with that and eventually was happy that that was where I needed it to be. Then underneath that, I marked that when I got home from work that afternoon, I did a voiceover, and those are printables from Mr and Mrs Mint. So underneath in my tracker, I noted that the doctor was running very late and ended up cancelling my appointment. I had some reports that needed to be finished before I could leave for the day, or felt comfortable in leaving for the day. I had to send off some invoices to the accountant. And then down the bottom, I've taken one of the quarter boxes, still trying to keep a bit of colour blocking if I could. And I've used an Arctic Paper Studio TV in the silver foil there, and noticed that I watched Halifax that night. Not Halifax as I wrote, but Halifax. And then in between there, a little bit too much white space, so I took I think that was a Papermuse Crafts divider with the little double hearts and the squiggle, which is rather a cute little divider. So moving across onto Wednesday, I've used another one of those Barney Moon coffee cups and an appointment label in the pink, and I've marked that there was coffee morning on Wednesday morning. In fact, I needed to get it for a couple of the girls. It was and had been a busy few days, and we were all really looking forward to coffee this morning. Then I've taken a quarter box, or rather a half box from the kit, and just really needed to mark using a little bit of the deco that it was a 25-degree day. The sun was shining. It was absolutely stunning in Melbourne on this day. I do autumn and spring, I think, are my two favourite seasons. So moving along, underneath that, using a quarter box, I have put a Crafts by Thaowie printer and just my own font there to mark print and cut. And that's gone in just down or just above the trackers there. And of course, again, a little bit of white space to fill, so I've gone to another one of those dividers, but going in the opposite direction. Like it when the dividers or the people that do these stickers give you an option of them going in different ways and bows on different sizes. It's really helpful. So our program in the clinic was updated on this day, which was quite a big update with some new telehealth fees, and those changes had to be added to the system, and the rest of the staff needed to be let know of that. So that was a significant change on Wednesday. Once Wednesday has been completed, I've turned over the planner and moved across to Thursday. Sorry, I had been zoomed in for the first half of the week, and for some reason I've come back out again for the second half, so I hope that you can still see what's going on. That deco and flag, both from the kit, and I've just marked on there that we decided as a family to do our KK early this year because Melbourne is still in lockdown and we can't get to shops to buy gifts, and we know that postage is very slow at the moment. Having moved down to the tracker, I filled in a couple of things there that I had a couple of incentives that the government had just sent down in the budget that I needed to look into. I also had to follow up on a Christmas venue for our work function this year and finish a couple of reports. Then I've gone down to the bottom of the page and used a label to mark that I watched Father Brown, and I used a TV sticker from Arctic Paper Studios. Once that's done, I've gone back up again to the top of the page and used one of the little scalloped boxes, which is rather cute, and I've used a GP sticker to say that I've changed the sheets in my room this day. Normally I do that over the weekend, but for some reason I made the decision to do it on a Thursday, and because I love the GP sticker so much, I decided that that was worthy of popping into the planner. And it's really a good way to keep track of things. It's so easy to lose track of the week. I was a little bit concerned about that gap down the bottom, but I hadn't quite decided what to do. I initially looked at a divider, then I had a look at some glitter headers from the kit, and I fluffed about a bit. And then in the end, I eventually used a little bit of the washi, which I've used in the washi banner. I'd be really keen to hear if what your comments are with regarding the things that you'd like to see done in the planning. A couple of people let me know that they wanted to see the washi banners back again, which I hadn't done in some of the spreads lately. So I'm more than happy to do that, and I have added them back, as you can see, for this week's spread. Easy, very, very easy to do when I've got something as gorgeous as this pretty pink and blue with the silver foil. So that's certainly, as I said, an easy thing to do. So I've gone back down, as I mentioned earlier, and I've added that little bit of strip of washi just because there was a little bit too much white space in that particular spot. And I'm happy that that's sort of picked up the pink and blue colours that I wanted to do in there. I was just checking the rest of the spread from the first half of the week to see if I had any gaps I could use that, but everything seemed to be covered. So now moving across to Friday, always my favourite day of the week. So I've just used a silver TGIF, which is a Thank God It's Friday sticker. That's just one of my own, but you can certainly get those stickers quite easily from many shops, I know, and that's just in the silver foil. After I've added the TGIF, I'm popping up to the top and using an appointment label in the blue and a coffee cup from Barney Moon and my own script to mark coffee on Friday morning. This was definitely a week that staff were looking for coffee, and we had a couple of coffee runs, and some of the shops close by have even helped out the clinic by delivering on occasion, so we've been very grateful for that. So just underneath there I have used a half box in the pink, and I've got two family birthdays to mark this day. One of actually our youngest grandson. Oh no, he's not our youngest now, we've got a new one, but he was our youngest for a little while. So Cooper, it's his birthday today, and it's also my lovely niece's birthday, Rachel. So I marked both Cooper and Rachel into my planner, and again, with lockdown we were very limited with any celebrations, so there's going to be quite a lot of catching up to do once these COVID restrictions are lifted, that's for sure. And so after that has been marked, it was time for a Happy Mail sticker. So I received some Happy Mail this afternoon, which was going to be nice because I wanted to do a couple of things over the weekend. And then I've gone back and had a look here and there as to where I could add a couple of these little bows, little silver bows, and they're from Monique Plans, and I appreciate that they were a special order that she did. And then I'm just going down to mark my tracker, and I'd managed to get a doctor's appointment at 2:30 to replace the one I'd missed. I also needed to do doctor wages on this day, and unfortunately I needed to start some medication. I hate taking it, but still, better to be safe than sorry. So that was also started on this day, and I marked that in the tracker. So obviously I popped back up after I'd filled in my tracker to do the Happy Mail. And the little Happy Mail envelope, and I've used a quarter box to do this. So the Happy Mail envelope was Crafts by Thaowie, and it's one of the one with the pink blush backgrounds, which are just so pretty. And then the Happy Mail script is from Mum and Me Designs, which I really like her scripts. And another one of those lovely dividers in the silver heart to go between there. So moving across onto Saturday, I marked this with a quarter box and a really nice sleep-in, and that sleep-in sticker is from Arctic Paper Studios. And then I've just moved down to mark that on the tracker that I printed some personal inserts on this day. Found that the half pages weren't working for me as well, so I've gone to a full length of the page for each day. I filmed a pre-plan because a few people weren't quite understanding the difference between this sort of memory planning and the normal planning I use at the beginning of my week. And, I'd love to hear your feedback as to whether that's something you'd like to see in a video too. And then underneath that, I had to do some sticker storage. I've been working on this for a couple of months now. My stickers were bulging out of folders and I needed to rethink a tool that would help me get them better organised. That evening I had quite a binge watch of Plan With Me videos because this Saturday had been Bathurst Saturday. So in Melbourne, that's quite a big race. The fellas in my family like their cars and they're racing, and they watched Bathurst on this day. And I just, while I'm interested, I'm not quite as interested as they are. So I enjoyed some binge watching of some videos. Popping across onto Sunday morning, I just added a to-do sticker to the top there, only just to take up a little bit of space for this day. It was quite a relaxing day. I did a little bit of planning time in the morning, and I've used a script from Live, Love and Craft. And underneath that, I've got a foiled flat lay. I'm pretty sure they came from Print Petticoat Bandit, but I'm not sure. They're definitely printable. I'll have a look anyway, and I'll leave that down below in case anybody is interested in that. But please, if you're ever wondering where something comes from, by all means, pop a comment down below, and I'm happy to answer you and let you know where things are from. It's nothing more frustrating when you see something you really love and you can't figure out where it came from. I'm just working onto the tracker, and I noted that I wanted to get my tax together and that off to the accountant. I did have a play with that storage and added a couple of new folders to my organisation, and I was going to do a sneak peek video of the pre-planning that I do for the week ahead rather than this memory planning here that I use. So I use the larger Whistle and Birch planner in sort of more of an A5 format, and then for my planning that I carry with me and that is the plan ahead, I use a personal folder, which I think I've taken you through a setup for that before, and that's certainly on my channel if you haven't seen it. And I'm just moving down here to mark my dinners. I used the little font from the kit, but it was quite tiny. So it's funny, a couple of things are just not quite out of sync. The fonts are weeny, but the icons were quite huge. The coffee cup was mammoth, even though I like my coffee in a big cup. Then I've just marked my steps and my vitamins, and now we're just having a look at the overall picture and what's left. So I've used quite a few of the stickers from this kit, which was good, just noting there those larger icons, and I really appreciate you joining me.